Don't you hate it when people ask if Scouting is still going or call us Boy Scouts?
Roughly 35% of all kids in Scouts are girls, and 35% of the leaders are older girls.
So Scouting is more than 1/3 female. Is this photo false advertising?
Or is this guy just lucky? Scouting is also an adventure. Life skills, fun friends, helping build a new generation of happy and strong young people who care about others.
Scouting is also learning in small groups. Learning by doing. That's right. Scouting isn't screen-based.
Except e-learning and this conference.
But it's still fun, right?
So here's an idea. Let's tell people about Scouting.
Some people have old-fashioned ideas about what we do. And Scouting is actually cool.
I want a future where I don't have to wear my hoodie over my Scout uniform when I go into McDonald's.
When boys will point at my shirt and go, "Wow, you've got your green cord."
In your dreams.
So here's our second idea. Scouts Victoria has an awesome marketing team, but they can't do it all.
And some of them are getting on.
What? So here's our second idea. 450 marketing teams.
A public relations person in every group and district.
Someone who keeps reminding everyone in your local community about your group or district.
About your adventures and your achievements and your service in the community. And the people who make it all happen.
And do this regularly at every opportunity.
Here is our top 10 list of mostly free ways to stand out locally.
We have a brand. Prepare for adventure. Sounds exciting.
And prepare for life. Sounds reassuring, educational, valuable?
So use it.
On your hall, your notice boards, your group newsletter, your dilly bags, your trailer, whatever. For the art kit and the style guide, the instructions on how to use your branding, contact our designer, Nick.
OMG, some Scout halls are like the shower scene from Psycho.
Kids actually don't like damp, dirty, dark and smelly places. Except for our bedroom, of course.
The rest of the time, we hang out in shopping malls, school libraries, sports stadiums, and other cool places. You can boost your hall with a paint job and some signs.
Maybe some street art, notice boards full of photos of your activities.
Lighten up. Brighten up your hall.
There are local people who don't even know your Scout group exists.
Signs are relatively cheap and lasting publicity for your group.
The new generic Scouts Victoria sign.
Or, coming soon, the special sign about your group and when your sections meet.
Hassle your local council to get street signs to help people find your hall.
For special events or recruiting campaigns, your local estate agent may help.
Agents are usually happy to pay for these signs if they're on a busy road for at least 2 months or so.
There's also those signs when you enter country towns.
Or just a notice in shop windows.
Need help with a sign? Scouts Victoria's designer, Nick, is happy to help with artwork.
Schools are the most obvious source of recruits.
The most basic relationship we have in our local community.
Now that we know which schools we have to look after,
And we've updated the schools and year levels of all our youth members on the extranet.
It's time to get to know our schools better.
this may not be a job for the leaders.
Schools are busy, but they usually have time for parents, especially those who already are very involved in the school.
So identify the key parents in each of your feeder schools. Let them be your ambassadors.
Whether it's a notice in the newsletter or a photo display in the library, it's hard to say no to those generous parents who help Scouts and their local schools.
Scouts Victoria looks after the major media. The rest is yours. The latest youth award, a milestone for one of the leaders, a special camp or hike, your fundraiser. But remember, news is the plural for new, So do it while it's still fresh, or even before it happens.
And when your local media is interested, remember, they're busy and under pressure. Respond fast to their requests. Also remember that the Scouts Victoria marketing team is there to help with media releases or advice.
That one night of the year, or the lunch of the year, or the barbecue of the year, keep business to a minimum.
Maximise the entertainment with most reporting by youth.
Illustrate with slides or photos or movies. Projection is easy. Keep it tight. 45 to 60 minutes, max. Plus socialising. Make the socialising fun. Supper, a free family barbecue, a sit-down dinner.
Make sure all families attend. Early invitations. The involvement of their kids in the presentation.
And share it widely. Invite councillors, MPs, school representatives.
And show your appreciation by acknowledging them or asking them to say a few words. Short words.
Invite your local councillors and federal and state MPs to things. They might not be able to attend, but they'll appreciate that you bothered.
Make sure they get any media release about your group. Make sure they know about every major youth achievement. And if they do rock up to an event, look after them.
They're like Scout leaders, making a huge contribution to the local community. We're on the same page, so get to know them.
Are you using the free stuff from Scout headquarters?
That's the new all-section brochure for recruiting youth members. The adult recruiting brochure is coming soon.
You can order brochures and posters on the extranet.
There's also the Scouts Victoria annual report. There's still 400 copies left, free to good homes to share with your council or potential sponsors. Drop us a line.
You can also make your own print items. And the most important is the group newsletter.
You can email it or print it as a tree mail, or both.
You can do it every month or every term, but you must have a plan. Most group newsletters die because they're not organised.
You need a plan. Who's doing what, actual deadlines for each issue, actual deadlines for distribution, and this is another chance to engage with your local schools and politicians. Make sure they're on your distribution list.
Your group needs designated photographers and a systematic photo archive.
Who will do these jobs? Take photos and be the photo organiser person? Your group photos have so many uses. The annual report, projections during the annual meeting,
Posters on the hall notice boards after every major camp or event, for farewell gifts when youth link to the next section, for displays in local schools, libraries, shops, for local media.
So that's our top 10. But wait, there's more.
Some groups have excellent websites. Informative, colourful, with positive messages about what we do. These are great because people will find you quickly when they do a Google search.
Some groups have a Facebook page. That's a page, not a person.
People like the page and get news from you, but they're not friends. You can't see their personal information unless they have terrible privacy settings. A lot of groups and troops and venturers and rovers have closed pages. Only invited members can see messages like reminders of what we're doing next week.
Often parents belong to these pages too, so they know what's going on. There's also Twitter, Instagram, and heaps more. But being visible on your own website and Facebook is a great start. The marketing team can help with hints on setting up websites and using social media.
No one knows it all. The best ideas can come from anyone in Scouting. What are your best ideas?
Send them in now. There is a prize. That's right. For the best new idea, we have this magnificent book.
Actually, it's a small encyclopedia. 3 red books and 3 white books. I'm sure they'll be inspirational. So send us your best ideas for making your group or district more visible to your local community. Do it now. Use the app or write to us at marketing@vicscouts.asn.au. Results will be in Tuesday's e-news. Bye.